So why is it that you don't do front raises since 2008?
Well,
forgive my grammar.
So should I tell you why I did front raises at first?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that I had more of an anterior shoulder roll here because I had bad mobility on my right arm.
Yeah.
So it looked like my left anterior delt would be the other one. I didn't know anything, so I was like, I'll just balance it up by doing more front raises in my right arm.
Oh God.
I'll just make my posture even worse, you know? So,
shit.
And then I kind of realized that once I stopped looking at exercises for body parts and I just started looking at what do muscles do, and I realized the front delt does this. I was like, wait a minute, what's that? Hold up, what's this? Wait, hold up, what's this? Wait, hold up, what's that? I was like, wow, every time I press anything, it's the same amount of shit as a front raise.
Yeah.
Same with the rear delt, you know, anytime you're doing a row, I mean, same principle, right?
Yeah.
Row, pull up, anything.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, so I don't.
Shit.
The only isolation exercise I do for my delts is lateral raises.
To the side.
Because I have narrow ass clavicles, so I'm just trying to get
big ass
some
shoulders.
little shoulder movement. So I can stand next to guys like you and not look stupid.
So do people really need to do front raises, like naturals especially?
I don't even think
anyone?
naturals need to. I mean, it depends on how bad you want your posture to be. You know, I mean, if you really want to get the gorilla look going, I'd do just all day. You know? I would do cardio like that. I would go grab 2 cables, right, and just put like just the 10s in there, and just do this for your cardio, and make sure that you do that, and you'll be good. So.
This sounds good, bro. And we fade out. All right, Eric, I got a huge question. Should I be packing my shoulders, whether I'm doing an OHP, a standing military, or a seated military, or even like a dumbbell press? Should I be packing my shoulders, or should I shrug it up at the top, like at the end of the movement, you know?
That's a good question. And there's a pretty big disagreement. Like if you ever watch like Olympic lifters, they all shrug into the top of their snatch, or their jerks, or even their auxiliary lift presses, because it creates more shoulder stability.
Yeah.
And if you watch a gymnast, they have no problem being in any elevated or depressed shoulder position in full adduction and flexion, abduction, excuse me. And then there's also the camp that says, you know, as soon as you start to elevate, you're gonna have an anterior roll to your delt, and you're gonna impinge supraspinatus or the supraspinatus bursa under the acromion process. You're gonna take away the space to move your rotator cuff, basically, right? And they're both right, because someone with the shoulder mobility of a gymnast or an Olympic lifter, they can go into that maximal end range of motion shoulder position, shrug, and still have the shoulder joint be stable or even more stable. But your average gym rat, not so much. So I got a question on that on my article I wrote about it, where I said, you know, shrug into the press. And I may change my statement on that. If you have great shoulder mobility, if you can do an overhead squat to full depth with your arms both straight, elbows locked out, without elevating your shoulder, and you feel pretty good, you know, if you can, and I'm not out here like me, they're behind your head. Yeah. Like if you're not me, you have better shoulder mobility, then shrug into it. Okay. But most people probably can't.
And probably shouldn't, you think?
Probably not.
Probably shouldn't, just because they're not that
What they probably should do
is fix their mobility and then go that.
Right. You know what I do with most people I work with is they'll do the range of motion they can do loaded, which might be a deadlift from blocks, or a squat from the pins at just below parallel, and then we'll work on their body weight full depth squat, their body weight, you know, full like a sumo deadlift with a dumbbell or something like that. And then do this, and then work on like foam roll lats, foam roll pec, foam roll biceps, and just try to work on shoulder mobility too. So
that's a good suggestion.
Yeah,
thanks.
Mobility unloaded, and then load the range of motion you do have.
Fuck.
That easy.
And we fade.
Hey, quit being a little bitch!
Ogus cake!